Welcome back to another episode of Another Pokemon Podcast. My name is Becs.
And my name is Galutrad.
And today we're going to be talking about our favorite cities and towns in the Pokemon universe.
And why are we doing that, Bex?
We're trying to figure out what would be an appropriate episode for this week. And I think with the holiday season kicking off, we decided we would talk about this because, you know, people are traveling a lot. Maybe they're going home. Maybe they're going to new places. Maybe they're escaping the holiday season and going to vacation in Bora Bora.
Yeah.
Whatever's going on, there's definitely a lot of travel going on over the next few months. So
maybe they're escaping to the Hoenn region.
They could be escaping to the Hoenn region. Yeah.
Summery, sunny beaches.
Or Alola also would be
that
a
would
lot
also
more.
be a lot. Yeah, true.
But yeah, so we just thought this would be a fun episode to do, to talk about our favorite places to travel in the Pokemon games. But of course, before we get started, Galutrad, how you doing?
I'm doing good. We recently had Thanksgiving.
Yes, we did. Yep.
And it was good.
Yep.
I had a great time.
Yep.
We are in the process of moving, which has been fun.
Yep.
And I've been playing a lot of Spider-Man on the PS5.
Which makes me really excited because I love all three of the Spider-Man games.
You've played them. The PS5 is your console.
Yep.
And I got to play it a little bit when we first got it, and then you've had it for the most part. And
yep.
But now I'm finally, because you are finishing up your book challenge, if you want to talk about that.
I am. I have played some video games. We've watched some holiday movies recently, but I did just play through the Dark Pictures anthology game, The Devil in Me, which I don't know if any that's listening to the Pokemon podcast knows, but it's a those are spooky kind of choose your own adventure games. The goal is to help everyone. One of the characters in theory is to help them get through unscathed. Which if you watch any spooky movies, you know, sometimes that doesn't work out well.
No, it doesn't always go the way
it didn't work out for me. I did try, but then after I tried once, something else happened. I was like, forget it. I'm just going to keep playing.
I was watching you and kind of together. You were playing the entire time, but I was there the whole time watching, and we kind of together were just like, just let it.
Let it go.
We're so close to the end.
Yep. So beat that game quickly. Those are pretty quick games. You can probably beat them in a couple days if you are crazy and play just one thing like me all the time.
Yeah.
But then reading, trying to get through my book challenge, moving, a lot going on for sure.
Yeah.
Good stuff though. Good changes.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Lots of great changes for us.
But before we get into today's topic, of course, we want to share some listener feedback that we've received. So over on Spotify, we've been getting quite a few comments from Another Hylian Pokenerd, who we've heard from before. They are loving our podcast, which we appreciate.
Super appreciative.
I think we bonded over their name.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Both Zelda fans and Pokemon fans for sure.
It's a perfect name for between AZP and APP.
Exactly. And this was in regards to our You Better Bayleaf It episode, which is where we talked about our top 10 grass Pokemon. And Another Hylian Pokenerd said, very good. Love grass types so much. Love the cast. Keep it up.
Yeah.
Thank you. We appreciate that. We also, I think, well, maybe I shouldn't speak for you, but I think I did not realize how much I did love grass type Pokemon, but I really do. I think they're really...
Yeah,
they're really special.
I'm always a big fan. Grass is one of those we had talked about in the water type episode that like often I felt like I had water types on my team simply because of all the HMs associated with water.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Grass was never that way. Grass was always just like, I love they're very talked about in the episode. They're super useful for like stunning and spore and sleep moves. And they're also just really tanky typically. So yeah, I love grass type Pokemon.
And I like the tiny grass type Pokemons that are small and fragile, and I want to protect them with my life. It's fine.
Yep.
And then over on X, we got a comment from Stephanie Corum. And Stephanie said on the True Crime and Pokemon episode that she loved this episode.
Yeah, that
made me happy because I also love that episode.
Yeah, no, that was your baby as far as our episodes go. That was all you. And that was an incredibly fun episode to record and to hear and listen back to. So thank you, Stephanie.
Yeah, thank you. And I also just think there's a couple episodes that we do where you don't have to really be knowledgeable about Pokemon in order to appreciate some of the topics. And I think that's probably one of them for sure. So thank you so much, Stephanie. We appreciate the feedback. And then over on Instagram, Spiritual Melody 111 saw our fan art that J-Tom made us that has I think it's both of our profile pictures still, that has our us as little trainers, me with my Flannery hair. We got a cute little hat on. But this user commented and said, very cool, with a little heart eyes smiley face. So yeah, we agree. I think I cried when I saw the fan art.
I think you did. We were at a Mexican restaurant with my parents, and we received it from J-Tom, and we're both ecstatic. It was.
I was fangirling over my own fan art.
Blown away that we already had received some fan art from fans, and it was awesome. We love it. We both still have it as our profile picture on our social medias. It's fantastic. If you haven't seen it, you should definitely go over to our Instagram and check it out.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much, Spiritual Melody 111. Do you want to kick it off with the last two?
Yeah, I'll read the last two. So over on X, again, this time from Aaron Domingos. This was on the episode Like No Song Ever Was. And Aaron said, I started watching the Pokemon anime in Japanese when X and Y started, so it was interesting to listen to those English openings for the first time. And we were actually, you and I, thank you, Aaron, number one, first off, for that comment. That's so interesting that you brought that up, because Becs and I previously, almost right after we finished recording the episode, I think we were going out to get food or something, like dinner, and we had the realization of, what if the Japanese songs are different, and it's like a totally different experience.
It would be cool to look that up, because I feel like, obviously, even if it's the same song, it would be in Japanese.
Yes, yeah.
But I wonder if they're completely different songs.
And I can confirm that they are, for the most part. I can't confirm for everything, but definitely the famous I Want to Be the Very Best is not at all what it is in Japanese. Nothing even close to it. It's a very poppy, happy-go-lucky theme.
It's so interesting.
Yeah, it's really, really interesting.
We'll have to rank those.
We will. We'll have to listen to them.
Maybe next season or something.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you, Aaron.
Yeah, thank you so much, Aaron, for that comment on Like No Song Ever Was. And then finally, over on Spotify again, from user Mossy12 on the Pokemon Swag TM87 episode. Mossy12 says, I once had a shirt that had all the silhouettes of all 151 Pokemon in the shape of a Pokeball, which is
cool.
Awesome.
That's so cool. Yeah.
That is so, I love, and the fact that it's the silhouette, so it's very stylized to be. And I'm Mossy, I gotta know, was it all black silhouettes, or was it red on the top and black on the bottom? Or
did it truly make the Pokeball?
Up the Pokeball? Yeah,
or just
I gotta
the
know.
Design of it.
So I hope we hear back from you again, and you let me know that, because that, either way, that is an awesome shirt.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So cool.
It's so sad, because normally when I find really cool Pokemon shirts, although I did order that Oddish one, I ordered it from Box Lunch. So I need to see when that's going to arrive, because I ordered a sweatshirt with Oddish. That one's cool.
Yeah.
But normally when I find Pokemon shirts, what I struggle with is, unless it's a black or white shirt, it's normally if I really like it, it's a color that doesn't work for me.
Yeah, it's a bright yellow.
Or just even I don't really wear a lot of gray. So I have a gray Pallet Town shirt, and I still have it because it's Pallet Town.
Yeah.
But I don't like it. I don't like the color of it.
Yeah. No, I get it. It can be tough. And then sometimes, like we talked about in that episode, sometimes shirts, clothing, and just different items can be very generic looking.
Yeah.
And so it's always cool when you find something that is just blown away with the style, and not just the key art slapped onto a shirt.
Totally.
Super cool. Thank you so much.
Name, or just the word Pokemon or something like that. I don't need just the logo. I want Pikachu or Eevee or something on the shirt.
Yeah. No, super, super cool to find unique stuff. So thank you so much to everybody who left a comment or replied to us. We love it. We've got a ton of listener feedback, and I'd love to maybe eventually, we'll see, but maybe one day we just do kind of like how AZP does. Maybe we do a mailbag episode at some point, because we do have a lot of it, but and we want to keep hearing more. So if you want to leave listener feedback, Becs?
You could leave it anywhere that you can hear this podcast. So you can leave it on Apple Podcasts, which we appreciate, because if you do and you happen to love us, you happen to leave us a 5-star review, that really helps us out. But we can get feedback on Spotify, anywhere you listen to the podcast, and also any of our social medias at Another PKMN Pod, which include Instagram, X, Blue Sky, pretty much anywhere on the internet.
Yeah, and you can also check out our website, anotherpokemonpodcast.com, and leave a comment directly on the episode page. There's actually at the bottom of the page, there's a little comment section. We'd love to hear from you there as well.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yay.
Well, with that,
let's use HM Fly and fly off to our favorite cities and towns.
Oh, I love that.
Thanks.
We're talking locations. It's the holiday season, like you said. We're traveling.
Location.
Sure. We're not buying, but
we're buying.
Okay.
I've told you there's one place in here, and if you said it was possible to move there, I would be gone. I would be moving.
There. Yeah, I've got there. That's a couple. I mean, I kind of feel like any of these places are places that I would love to live for, at least for mine. 5 that I brought to the table.
So I'm sure by now most of the folks listening to this have heard at least one of our favorites episodes before. We've been doing Pokemon types mostly, but for our favorites episodes, what we do is we each bring 5 to the table and create almost like our top 10 list combined, with some honorable mentions if we happen to have other things that we want to bring up. And for Galutrad and I, for this episode, we just stuck with the video game. So if there are locations in the manga or the anime or something else we didn't, that are different from the games, we didn't talk about those today, but we did talk about the games.
Yeah, the games were the big inspiration for this one. And I think that kind of makes a lot of sense, because you sort of get an idea of living out, being in the game.
Yeah, you're walking around and exploring the town or the city and getting a feel of it.
You get to check the vibes. Yeah,
totally.
So super cool. Do you want me to go first, or would you like to go first?
Why don't you go ahead and go first?
Okay. So my first entry on our list.
Favorite.
The least favorite. The first entry for me on the list is a stone gray city, or if you're from Generation 4, between rugged mountains, it's Pewter City.
Oh, okay. I was like, where is this going? I was trying to think where is a stone gray city from?
Yeah, it's Pewter City, which is the first major city that you run into. Yeah. Well, no, I guess that's not true, because you have to go through Viridian City.
I don't feel like that's major, though.
Well, there is a gym leader in there.
There is a gym leader.
But it's not, you don't know that it's major yet.
Pewter's big,
Pewter's
though.
big.
Yeah.
And part of it being big is why I really love it. One of the things that I went into this with, when I was really thinking about it, is like, where would I want to live if I had to live in a city in the world of Pokemon, in a town in the world of Pokemon? And I think Pewter City would be great, because you do have Brock as the first gym leader, which means that you'll get a lot of, like, if you're running a shop, or obviously you typically, not always, but typically you work where you live, or at least close to. And unless you're us in real life. We were talking about that earlier today. But typically you work where you live. And so you'd get a lot of foot traffic from new trainers coming through, right? And you also have the Pewter City Museum of Science, which it's kind of funny, because there's also the museum in the Hoenn region that I can't remember right now, but I really gravitate more towards the Pewter City Museum of Science, because it has like the connection to Mount Moon,
the Moonstones.
And more like space related research, and it's cheaper. You could buy the cost to get in is the cost of 1/4 of a Pokeball, so it's really cheap to go in and visit and and have fun there. So it'd be a great way to bring your family over when they're vacationing and visiting you. It'd be cool to show off to them. I also love it because it is a incredibly short walk from their Pewter City to either Viridian Forest or to Mount Moon. And I think both of those locations would be great. Mount Moon for like hiking and things like that. And then Viridian Forest also for hiking, but also for, just getting away, getting into nature for a little bit. I love bug Pokemon.
Yep.
So that's a great Caterpie and Weedle
It's right there too.
Yep. So yeah, that's Pewter City. I like and you'll see this a little bit more with more stuff on my list, but I like the simplicity of it. It's kind of a quiet life. It's still very lively. There's a lot to do.
There's a lot going on. Yeah. Because it's the first step of 8 on the Pokemon League.
Yes, it is.
So, and it's the very first step too, which is
yes.
Cool. Yeah, I like that. Well, I'm laughing because I feel like we picked things for different reasons, but that's okay.
Yeah,
it's still a good top 10 list. For my number 5, it is similar a little bit in the sense that I found it peaceful and enjoyed exploring it. And my number 5 pick and my least favorite is Jubilife Village.
Oh, okay.
From the Hisuian region.
From
Ancient
the Hisuian?
Sinnoh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not Jubilife City.
Yes.
Jubilife Village.
Yeah.
I genuinely feel like because you are in the past, that this is the closest thing that you're going to get to like a Hateno or Kakariko Village.
That's true.
But I think it has some major like Zelda or like Harvest Moon vibes.
I didn't even think about Harvest Moon vibes.
Oh, because it's got like the little farm.
It does.
And it's got like the little beach area. It's got like the cute little bridges. And I think it's precious. You even get your own little house there. Mm-hmm. What other Pokemon can you say you get your own little house in?
There are chime echoes hanging from the buildings.
Yeah. It's a little weird, but yes. They're very pretty. It's just that's a strange living being wind chime that hangs from the building. But yeah, I just think it's very quaint and like kind of peaceful, sweet village vibes, and I literally love it. And I did make a comment like if you're only gonna have one town or one village in a game, you got to go big or go home, and I think they did it properly.
Yeah,
it's a peaceful village. There's over 100 people that live there. There's like 112 people I think that I looked up that live there, but it doesn't feel like that. It doesn't feel like there's that many people, but it also just feels like you can explore endlessly. It updates slowly as you progress through the game, like different things you can access. I just think it's really cute.
Yeah, it kind of has, I think it has the vibes of like, it's small enough that everybody knows each other, but everyone's not in each other's business.
No, they're not. Yeah. Shout out, my favorite place, of course, is the Wallflower, which is where the potato mochi is served. And I don't know if you remember this, but when the game came out, I wanted to make potato mochi, and I made it.
I didn't know that.
And it was pretty good. I made potato mochi, and it was pretty good. I'll make it for us
Okay.
sometime.
Yeah, you'll have to. That sounds delicious.
It was really fun. I just saw it, and I was like, I want to eat that. How do I eat it? And someone on YouTube, I'll have to figure out who, did a recipe of, have you been playing Legends? Well, do you want to eat potato mochi? Well, so did we. And here's how you make it. And it was like,
that's so cool.
Super cute thing. But yeah, the Wallflower is where that's served. I thought that was a cute name for a little cafe, and really liked that. And I also love, as a Pokemon fan, I love the little nods to future Sinnoh, like the names of the streets mirror names of like future cities, and like just thought those little nods were really cute.
Yeah. So. No, that's a great pick. And I hope I'm not spoiling anything on your list later, but you did, when we were building this list, you kind of asked, we're sticking to games, but are we sticking to like just the mainline generation games, or are we breaking off? And that was not the game that I thought you were going to break into for a town, but that is a great pick. Yeah, Jubilife City, Jubilife Town,
cute little town.
Yeah, and you have the Pokemon Ranch thing there, like because they're not in the Pokeballs all the time, so that's really great.
It's definitely a cute pick, and I like that, like past kind of like more quiet vibe anyway. Like that's why I love the Kakariko Village so much.
Kind of a simplistic, rustic vibe. But still
and Hateno too, honestly, because Hateno, you get your own house, and I just think that's so fun, and it's the first time we've really gotten that in a Pokemon game, and I hope even though it seems like it's going to be more of like a city vibe, I hope we get that in the next Legends game where we get like our own like apartment in the city.
Yeah, I'm kind of thinking Legends ZA is going to be more futuristic than past. But
well, because you get your little bases, your secret bases in Hoenn, but it's just like there's something really cool about having your own dwelling. It makes you feel like, oh yeah, I live here. Like this is my home. So
yeah, it's a safe place to return.
Yeah.
Well, cool.
Yeah,
that's a great first pick.
Thanks.
Yeah.
What's your second least favorite?
My number 4 is Artisan from Paldea. And it should be pretty obvious why if you think about our grass episode. But Artisan
is that the Sunflora?
Is the Sunflora village. Artisan so I learned this in our research. Yeah. It's called Bowl Town in Japan, in Japanese. Okay. Just like a dish, like a bowl.
Yeah.
It's the home of Brassius, the gym leader Brassius, who is an artist. So there's lots of beautiful artwork all around the town. It's got a very open, very like, you feel like you would just live in clean, fresh air. You would never be like, oh, I need to get out and get fresh air, like how you would in maybe Pewter City going to Viridian Forest. And then, of course, there's the Sunflora lawn where there's just tons of Sunflora running around, and I would go hang out there all the time. I love it.
Isn't there like am I making this up? Isn't there like a playground or something where you kind of run around and find the Sunflora?
In the game, the Sunflora you have to like capture. You have to get, I think it's 12 of them or maybe 7, some number of them, and bring them back to Sunflora Lawn, but they're all over town, and it's so cute.
Yeah, I did enjoy doing that one.
Yeah, and there's the like main battle. There's not really gyms in Scarlet and Violet, but they have a battle stage, and the main battle stage is right underneath that beautiful windmill that is around town. Or in the center of town, essentially. So that's super. It's also just a great landmark, I think, to have for your town.
Yeah.
And, obviously, and this is kind of the same for all of the Paldea towns, but there's a lot of delicious restaurants and great places to shop. So again, I think it's akin to almost a city vibe, but without quite being in a big city, because you get just tons of, like I said, tons of fresh air, a lot of greenery, very nature focused, almost kind of like the idea being that nature and industrialization meld together to become one thing. I love that.
Yeah. Yeah. That's very cool. As soon as you said the grass, I was like, oh yeah, okay, that's what that one was. But when you said it, I was like, for some reason I can't remember which one that was. But no, I did. I thought I really liked that one too. I liked that one, and I liked the waterfall one.
Cascarafa.
Too. Yeah, I thought those are cool.
Yeah, the waterfall one. The only thing that I didn't, which is funny, given a different town that I have on my list, but I didn't like the elevators in the waterfall one.
Oh, I thought that was really neat.
It's neat.
Oh, okay.
And I think it's because I was frustrated at the time. And I think it's because of when I went to Cascarafa, I didn't yet have the ability to climb.
With your Pokemon.
Yeah. And so I had to take the elevators to go up and down. I was like, I could just jump. I could jump down.
I had the ability to climb. I actually didn't like how instantaneously it went from that water, like oasis type vibe to the just desert.
Yeah, that was a little weird.
Deserts in Pokemon are tough.
It is.
Yeah, because it's just, it really do.
I feel like Black and White did them the best because it's like in between
and I
two
can't
towns.
Remember that at all, but I believe you.
Yeah.
But like I remember in Hoenn at least, I was so frustrated with the sand.
Yeah.
And having to switch my bike out to get through it, and like it was rough. So yeah.
What's your
that's a
number
good choice.
4?
That's a good pick. I like that one. And it fits you for sure. I just was like, where?
What about you? What's your number 4?
Well, this is probably the most surprising pick, I would say, for me. I think everyone is going to be so shocked to hear that I picked Lavender Town as my number 4.
Gee, the spooky girl liking the spooky vibe place?
Yeah.
I never would have guessed.
But it's not just spooky.
No, it's
cozy
not.
And spooky.
Yeah, it is. It is. You've got the Pokemon. Yeah, go ahead.
It's iconic. First of all, it is iconic. You cannot tell me that when you think of Kanto, you don't think of Lavender Town at
It
least
is.
once.
It is really hard. I would argue that for people who have played Kanto region, Lavender Town is probably the first place that comes to mind.
It's the place that comes to mind for me other than Pallet Town. But
Yeah.
Pallet Town is just 2 houses and a road. Like, it's not anything.
Yeah.
But Lavender Town is it's iconic. It's very creepy. It's cool. Great color choice, if I do say so myself. We love purple.
We do.
And then I just beyond the obvious reasons that I picked it, I genuinely love that it is a place filled with people that are dedicated to Pokemon, whether that is caring for them when they're sick, making sure they have a better quality of life, and then lastly, of course, giving them a beautiful final resting place. Like, there's something like, call me a cute emo kid, like whatever you want to do, but that there's something really truly sweet, I think, about that they truly have dedicated that whole town with Mr. Fuji to make Pokemon be okay, like make it okay for them, whether it's while they're still with us or after. Like, I think it's sweet. I don't know.
It is.
Yeah.
No, there is something interesting about being, other than Pallet Town, I believe, essentially the only town that does not have a gym in it. Mm-hmm. There's something really interesting about that.
But we talked about like the story in Lavender Town.
Yes.
Is one of my favorites
it
of all
is.
time.
Yeah.
So it's just it has a special place in my heart. So it has to have a special place on this list.
Yeah, that's a great. It's a very obvious pick for you,
Yes,
but
it is.
it is a great.
No,
pick.
it's shocking. I said
it's about as shocking as the fact that a Pokemon game has Pikachu in it. No, that's a great pick. I love that.
thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, it's interesting that you bring up Pallet Town. It's because I didn't choose Pallet Town, but my number 3 is the town that is the winds of a new beginning, which is New Bark Town.
New Bark Town.
Yeah.
Cute.
I really love New Bark Town is by far my favorite town to start in Pokemon games.
I think New Bark and Little Root.
Yeah, Little Root's cute. New Bark Town is super cute. It's the starting location of Johto. It also is like the town that you have to go through in order to get between Johto and Kanto, which is cool. I like that. Like, it's a small town, right? It's basically 2 buildings and a Pokemon lab.
Yeah.
But there's so much. I imagine there would be so much foot traffic there that you'd hear so many stories. Plus, it's the starting location in Johto, so that means that, assuming Pokemon works the way it does in the games, you'd again meet lots of new people just starting their journeys on Pokemon. Mm-hmm. I would love, if I had to work with any Pokemon professor,
It'd be Elm.
it would be Elm or maybe Sycamore.
Okay.
But probably Elm, because I love the idea of like researching how Pokemon exist.
Yeah.
And the birth of Pokemon and things like that. Like that his study of eggs is just so cool to me. Mm-hmm. And it's I don't know. It's just, there's something quaint about it.
Yeah.
It speaks to my minimalist style.
First time Silver ever shoves you is there.
Yeah, it's true. It's the first time there's ever a jerk. Well, not a jerk, because Blue Gary is kind of a jerk at all times. But
Smell you later.
yeah, but yeah, no, I like it, and it's just quaint. The vibe is so nice.
Your mom is also a lot more involved in your well-being in the second game.
Yeah, because she calls you and she like runs she basically is your bank.
She's your like life manager,
Yeah,
life coach. Yeah. She's your bank, and she got items for you, I think, a lot of the time, right? She was shopping.
You send her money to hold, and then she uses your money. She's like, "Hey, I spent some of your money," and sends you the item, which is very cute.
That's so cute.
Yeah, and honestly, I think that's a great representation for, because I think this has changed in some of the more recent games, maybe, but like in most of the Pokemon games, you're supposed to be a 10-year-old kid going out into the world. So like, of course your parents would be like checking in on you and helping you with things and you know, just taking care of you. Yeah. So I love it. Yeah. New Bark Town.
Very cute. I'm sorry that I said Pallet Town's just 2 buildings and a tree.
Well, and you're not wrong, but it's something that again, the minimalist in me, and just, I don't know, I love living where we live, but it's a very romanticized idea of living in a small town. Like, I've told you this a lot. If I ever had to live in a small town, I would love to have like a shop or a bakery, and then we live above it in the building above it. Like, that's just a very romantic.
To live in a Hallmark movie.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, okay, got it. Yeah. Noted.
Newbarktown Hallmark movie.
Same thing.
So what's your number 3?
My number 3, I thought I knew my number 3, or at least my number 2, and thought I knew what I wanted to put. And then I realized there's a better version of it.
Interesting. Yeah.
And I'm excited.
Okay. This tripped me up, you telling me that earlier.
So my number 3 pick is Seafolk Village in Alola.
Okay. We'll talk about it later, but I am not familiar with it.
Okay.
Tell me about
it. It's really cool.
Okay.
So when I was just thinking about this list before I really started digging in and researching, I was like, Pacific Log Town is going to be on my list.
Yeah.
It's in the Hoenn region. Everything is like floating on the water. It's a very Laura Lynn village feeling, like, which is exactly where I would live
in Zelda. Oh yeah.
In Zelda. Yeah. Either that or Kakariko probably.
Yeah.
But like very like seaside, like it's by the ocean, which I would love. We're in a landlocked state where we are, and I wish we weren't. I love the ocean. But very, very peaceful it seems, very, very like very just great, right? Okay. Seafolk Village is that. However, it's like that, but like upgraded and artistic. So it's very similar in the sense that everything is floating, but they're all I think all of the structures, except for maybe the middle structure, are ships technically.
Really?
And they're all shaped like Pokemon.
What?
So
I'm excited to play Sun and Moon now.
It's really cute. So there's structures, boats, whatever, of Pokemon kind of around it. And I'll pull up a picture for you because I don't know why, but I thought you would be familiar with this. I have pictures of a couple other things.
No, yeah. While you're pulling that up, the reason I'm not familiar with it, and we've talked about this a little bit before, is I got very not far into Sun and Moon at all. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Before I just it just didn't vibe with me. But I guess I'll talk about it right now, but I am going to be playing through Pokemon Sun on Twitch, starting here close to when this episode should be coming out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I just have to finish up.
And I'm gonna pick Moon up and restart it and play with
you.
Yeah.
Yes, you are. Yeah. I just have to finish up The Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom, and then we'll jump into Pokemon Sun. Yeah. So
be great.
Yeah.
But it's got a Steelix boat. It's got like a Wish Cash boat. It's got a Magikarp boat.
Yeah.
There's a Whale Lord.
Yeah.
And I can't tell. Maybe you can tell. I'm gonna try to zoom in on it. But there's these little lantern-like things in front of one of the houses, and I recognize it, but I can't tell what Pokemon it is. But can you tell what Pokemon it is from
that? Is Huntail. It is a Huntail. Which is a deep sea Pokemon. It is like an eel, a little Magikarp boat. Yeah. Oh my God. Bex is showing me all of these on the picture. And if you haven't played Sun and Moon, feel free to play along with us. We'll give like updates maybe in our next upcoming episodes.
But isn't that so cool? It makes Pacific Log just kick it to the curb. It's not even an honorable mention for me now. It doesn't get to to have it.
I totally get why. Because when you said that, I was like, at first I was thinking like, okay, maybe you're talking about like a generational, like a remake type of upgrade thing, but I was like, but that's not really a new town. It's just more detail added. That is really cool.
It's really neat.
Yeah.
And I'm a little, like I said, I'm a little thrown off with the Steelix boat.
I guess because like boats are made of steel.
Well, and it just looks cool.
It does look very cool.
It's a cool choice.
But the other one, it's interesting though that all the other ones are fish Pokemon or like water Pokemon.
Like more appropriately typed. Yeah.
And then Steelix.
I'll have to show you this Steelix picture from the manga too, because I thought I want to read the manga so bad.
I do too.
Thank you for helping me identify what
Huntail, the Huntail fish. And there are two of them that are like holding, which you can imagine is holding up the house underneath the tail side. That is sick. The Steelix Pokemon ship in the manga looks awesome.
So that is for sure definitely like one of those towns that I would want to live in, because I think it's so neat. And I think in Sun and Moon, there's a cute character. She's based on a Smeargle. She's very artsy and cute. She makes an appearance in other Pokemon games.
Yeah, her like overalls are all splattered in paint. Yes.
She's adorable. I think she lives in that Wish Cash boat. I think that's her houseboat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
cool.
So I thought that was cute too, because she's a very cute character. I'm excited to play more of Sun and Moon too, because I have played it. It was hard for me to play through because it's just it holds your hand a lot, and I don't want my hand held. I just want to run around and play Pokemon. But yeah, so that's my middle choice, and it's truly just an aesthetic thing for me, and that I just would love to live in like a whimsical little floating town. I think it's cool.
That is really cool. Yeah. Well, awesome.
Do we want a break?
Yeah, let's go to break.
Take a little break.
Yeah,
a little break.
We'll take a little break. We'll go, and then we'll be back with our top 2
Top four
each,
and a couple honorable mentions. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Awesome. Cool. We'll see you after break.
And we're back.
Welcome back.
Did you enjoy your break?
I had a great break. Did you have a good break?
I had the best break I've ever had in my whole life.
Do you want to go start with your number 2? Or do you want me to say number 2?
No, go ahead and keep the pace.
Yeah. So my number 2, and
your almost favorite.
My almost favorite, I kind of feel like my number 1, like I said, I'd love to live in any of these locations, but I think that my number 1 is probably more of like a vacation home type of place, and my number 2 is really where I'd like to live. Okay. But my number 2 is an industrial city studded with steam-powered marvels of modern engineering. It's Motostoke. Yeah.
I love Motostoke.
I do too. Yeah. Motostoke, it's called the Engine City in Japan, which is very appropriate. It's the first major city that you run into in Sword and Shield. Major being like just big. It's right on the train line, so you have access to basically all of Galar, which is great. And it's just such a cool. It's
very cool. It's very steampunk.
It's very steampunk. It was how Sword and Shield was introduced to the world as Pokemon by Pokemon. They had the little Score Bunny was like hopping along the gears that were turning, and so that was like our first look at Sword and Shield, which was awesome. I love that you have that quick, it's literally the like Motostoke gate opens up right into the wild area. So you've got a lot of places to go hunting for Pokemon. Yeah. I am a really big fan of that like industrial steampunk design when it comes to like fantasy cities. It's, I much prefer sci-fi settings over fantasy, like high fantasy forests and elves and stuff. I do love that. I love Lord of the Rings and that type of aesthetic, but I very much prefer sci-fi style stuff. Yeah. And so that's kind of like a nice melding of the two, I think.
I was kind of wondering if this was what you were going to say, because you said this is going to be funny later, but I don't like the elevators and the...
Yeah, because it's
got a huge lift.
One of my reasons that I love it is I love how there's like a top section and a bottom section with the elevators. And
I hated that.
That's really funny because I
like the depth. Sorry, I like the depth of it. I did not enjoy. I think
it's kind of easy to get lost.
Don't you have to find something? Don't you have to find a Pokemon?
There's a couple like side quests that you have to do.
Okay, I had to up and down a lot.
Yes. It's also,
I was like, ugh.
It's also got the really fancy hotel where you first meet Marnie.
Oh yeah, it does.
Piers is my like pick. There's a lot. We talked about this in the gym leader episode. There's a lot of great, pretty much almost all of the gym leaders from Sword and Shield are great. Yeah. Piers is my personal favorite, but Kabu is a close second. Okay. Yeah. And I think because of his age, you could learn a lot from him. I also pick fire starters all the time. He's the fire Pokemon gym leader. So great pick for me there. And yeah, like I said, the train station being there is awesome. You
It's
have
very
access
old.
to all
It's
of
very
Galar.
kind of old London vibes.
It
too.
is. It
Yeah.
is. And it's interesting too, because like you kind of get, so I forget the name of the city, but you kind of get like old London, like you said, in Motostoke. And then just along the train path to the next major city is the one that the dragon trainer is at. And that's kind of like New Age London, where it's a lot more like, you know, I keep using the word industrial, but it's very much like fancy buildings and
More
things
modern
like that.
looking.
More modern
Yeah,
looking London.
totally.
So, but yeah, I love Motostoke. And the steampunk type of vibe is awesome to me. It is also like right on the river as well. So you do have like some cool waterfront features that you can get access to for viewing or living, and a lot of great shops there. So yeah, Motostoke.
It's a good one. It's a good choice. Yeah,
it is.
I love
Thank
it.
you.
I love
Thank
it.
you. What about you? What is your number 2?
My number 2 is also from the Galar region.
Oh?
It's Balanlia.
Oh, yeah.
It's literally a neon fairy village.
It very much is.
And I am moving there as soon as possible.
Yeah.
Y'all make that a real place. I'm gone. I'm moving immediately.
Secluded in the forest.
So cozy, so cute. Love the colors. They've got like the little kind of glowy mushrooms everywhere, and like just a very cozy forest aesthetic. The slogan for the town is a charming town where people make their homes among the trunks of the towering trees. Please sign me up. I want to live in a hobbit hole, okay? That is my vibe. I love it.
It's also like, isn't it like perpetually night there basically?
It's dark.
Because of
the
trees?
forest.
Yeah. The canopy.
Yes. Yeah. So it's very like in a not cheesy way, in like an actual like pretty fairy tale way. When you like, if anyone has ever been to Lookout Mountain, which is in eastern Tennessee, but when you go up to the top, you can see like 7 states from there. It's a big touristy area. They've got a place called Rock City there, and you can go in this like fairy garden.
Yeah.
And it's pretty, I like it still, but it's very nostalgic.
Yeah.
Why I like it. It's pretty cheesy, to be honest, at this point. Like every time I go there, I'm like, oh, this is really actually kind of creepy looking.
Yeah.
In some places, some of it's still gorgeous, but some of it is creepy. But this is like that, but like just truly just beautiful. It's like everything is so pretty and calm, and on top of it just being a beautiful place to live and be an explorer. I really, really love Opal and Beatty, their relationship.
You call him Beady?
Isn't that what his name is?
I call him Bede, but
Bede?
Beady, like Bede, just Bede.
Betty?
Betty?
Betta? What is his name?
I don't know how you pronounce it, but it is Bede.
Oh, it's pronounced Beat.
Beat?
Beat. All right.
Bede.
Whatever. That guy.
Yeah.
Opal decided that she liked the cut of his jib.
Yeah, well,
and she was like, "You gonna train with me now?"
I love the fact that he is like a stuck up little punk the whole time. He's very much like, I'm better than I'm better than everyone. I don't deserve this. I don't deserve to be talked down to. And then he meets Opal, and Opal, this old grandma, is like, shut up, boy. Like you don't, I'm going to put you in your place.
You're going to work with me now. And and it works. I love their relationship, and I just love Opal. I love Opal's team.
Yeah.
Like she's a great gym leader.
Yes. Yeah. Fairy type.
She kind of gives me like but she's like obviously much nicer, but she kind of gives me, what is her name? In Spirited Away. The witch in Spirited Away.
Yaga?
Baba Yaga. She kind of gives me a Baba Yaga vibe, but she's very...
I don't think that's her name in Spirited Away, but that's what she's based off of.
Yubaba.
Yeah.
Yubaba.
Which is...
she is like that, but like
nice.
Prettier and nicer and taller.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, I like that gym. I loved the vibe. The only thing I don't like about the fairy Pokemon in Galar is that little goblin dude.
Impidimp.
Yes, he scares me. He still scares me. He's terrifying. Why do they look like that? But anyway, But it's a very pretty village, and I would live there in a heartbeat.
No, it is. It's gorgeous.
I could just see like reading in like my little cozy.
It would be great for you too, because of the fact that it is perpetually dark. You're not a morning person, so there's like never actual morning.
I'm not a morning person, and I don't like bright overhead lights ever. Yeah. I'm like, can we bump that
We're
down?
always arguing between like
50% and 75%. Yeah. But yeah, that is my almost favorite.
Your almost favorite.
Almost made it, but at the end of the day, it didn't.
Well, it's a great one. It's a great pick.
Is that your favorite?
No, that would have been. We've yet to have anything cross over, and I'm amazed
so far
by that. Well, I don't think that. In fact, I know that my number one is not going to be what you pick. Because you
never say never.
No, because you don't like the cold. You don't like being cold.
Okay.
And mine is perpetually in snow.
Okay.
My number one city, and the city that when you mentioned this, I immediately knew this. We had talked about it. I knew my number one. I was pretty sure of my number two, but it kind of swapped around a little bit. But I knew this one because this one is, and I'll talk about it in a second, but it had a very key point in the game for me too.
Okay.
But my number one city is the city of everlasting winter, which is Snowbell City.
Oh.
From Pokemon X and Y.
Okay.
It is just, for my notes, one of the notes that I have is just the vibes, because I love, and it sucks because I grew up in Texas, and so it's in central Texas, which means no snow.
Yeah.
Very uncommon. Sometimes snow, but not a regular thing.
No.
And usually it's just ice.
Yeah.
It's not often like powdered snow.
Exactly.
And just the crunch of the snow beneath your feet, the chilling wind blowing in your hair or across your body, and the blistering flurries of snow. I love Snowbell Village. I remember playing through X and Y, and I had a great time playing through X and Y. It was a lot of fun. I was playing it with one of my best friends and some other friends of ours, and we were all playing it together, and it was awesome. But I remember getting to Snowbell Village in X and Y and just being like, oh, I'm home. This is what I wanted. This is what I wanted from a town in Pokemon. And I love it. I love Wolfric, the gym leader, who apparently, I didn't know this, but apparently it's said that the reason Snowbell Town is constantly encased in snow and ice is because of Wolfric's gym. There's, I guess, somewhere in the game it talks about how because the gym doors are always kept open, it's just flurries of ice and snow blowing out of it constantly.
That's funny.
And even though ice type Pokemon aren't really like my favorite types, I do like a lot of ice type Pokemon. Yeah,
a lot of them are really pretty.
They're very pretty, and I want to say they're very cool, pun not intended.
Oh no.
But they have like a biting vibe to them. Like I think of like Weevil and like even Avalugg, the big old ice titan Pokemon. Yeah. Like they just seem like they would be. I mean, they're known as glass cannons in the type.
I'm trying to think because I know. Well, I guess there's a snowy place in.
There's several snowy places.
Well, but I'm saying in Sinnoh.
There is,
right?
and that's the Reggie Ice, and I guess is there.
I think that's the first time you get like a proper like snow town,
right?
where
you actually leave paths of snow.
Because even Mahogany Town isn't snowy at all. In fact, it's by a lake, but it's by the ice cave.
Yes,
and so that's where the ice gym leader comes from for Johto. And then the ash falling from the sky is kind of like snow and Hoenn, but it's not really.
No, yeah, the one in Johto or the one in Sinnoh is very iconic, and I probably would like it more if you and I had played Diamond and Pearl growing up.
Yeah,
I think because we got to it later, it doesn't hold as quite an important place in my heart. But I do like that town a lot. But yeah, Snowbell, like that is when I think of X and Y, I think of my time in Snowbell City.
Yeah.
And just I remember X and Y was the first game that you got to like dress your character up.
Yeah.
And I loved all of the accessories and clothing that you could buy in Snowbell City. And I think that's what I ended up wearing constantly throughout my playthrough.
Oh, you didn't wear appropriate to where you were?
No,
stuff?
like
I
as soon as
did.
I got that, which is so funny because I'm pretty sure that's the last gem.
Okay.
It's either the last or maybe the 7th gem.
Okay.
But like, so it was super late in the game, but still was like, okay, that's it. I'm not changing clothes anymore. Like I'm just in this outfit now. Yeah. I like it so much. So that's my number one.
That's
and
cool.
I thinking about it, I do love the cold and I love snow, having now experienced it realistically here in Tennessee.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would be 100% down to just live in snow forever.
Well, yeah, like where I'm from.
Yeah.
I remember snow being as tall as me when I was like a little kid, and I would not want to deal with that anymore. Like I'm good. Like I'm sending sorrows and prayers to New England and the Midwest and the North right now because it's getting snowy there
for
already.
sure. And
but yeah,
it's cool to have, but to live in it constantly, I think would just be a nightmare.
Canada too.
Yeah.
One of my friends at work lives in Fredericton, Canada.
Yeah.
And every time I say it's cold here, I could see her just staring at me in the Zoom camera, and I'm like, sorry, I know you don't want to hear that. I'll be quiet.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, great first choice. Very fitting for you.
Yeah. And what about you? Lavender Town's already taken, so unless you put Lavender Town as number one as well.
My favorite has been my favorite for a long time.
Really?
A long time.
Okay, I have an idea.
20 years. It's been my favorite.
I have an idea. I think I know, but
You excited? You excited to hear it?
yeah.
My number one favorite city of all time in any Pokemon game ever is Fortree City in Hoenn.
Really?
Yes.
That is not what I would have thought.
It's a treehouse paradise.
It is.
It makes me so happy.
Yeah, yeah.
When I was a kid, seriously, I wanted a treehouse so bad.
Really?
But I lived mostly in apartments. And even when at my dad's house, there were no
big trees
to put a treehouse in, and he did make us like a playground fort type thing. But honestly, by the time he did that, I was like 14, and so I was like, okay,
outgrown.
It's more for my brothers than it was for me. Yeah. So always wanted a treehouse. My neighbors had a treehouse at one of my dad's houses that we lived at for a couple years, and I would always go up in it with the boys that lived over there, and we would hang out and we would look at our Pokemon cards, and one of us always had some kind of pet. We'd always bring our pet up there and like have our playhouse in the treehouse. It was really fun. So I always wanted a treehouse. So imagine little me playing Ruby version and seeing a whole town of treehouses.
Yeah.
I thought that was so cool. And I do have a note. I'm not sure I could live there because I don't like heights.
No.
But it is seriously so cool to play in that and Ruby. And it's like it really to me is a breath of fresh air town, because it is the first time that I've been to a town and out loud I've just been like, whoa.
Yeah.
I never have I done that with any town in any Pokemon game. It was the first time. It's in the little things, right? So like some of the small details that Game Freak was able to incorporate in the Hoenn games, I adore. Like when you're running across the bridge in Fortree, like the wooden bridge kind of moves with you. When you're in the sand in Hoenn, the little footprints kind of follow you. So it's just like little details like that. I love that. And I just love the idea of living in a little tree house.
Yeah.
I think it's cute.
What about Kecleon?
Kecleon can kick rocks. I hate Kecleon. Kecleon and Castform.
That's where you run into him, isn't it?
They can kick rocks.
Okay.
Any Pokemon that blocks my path is never going to be on my favorite list. Snorlax.
Poor Snorlax.
Kick Snorlax. Sudowoodo, absolutely kicked.
Aw.
Kick him all the way.
That would hurt your foot.
Kecleon, hate him. Kick him. They gotta go. They're not friends, okay? They're not your friends.
Okay.
No, I love that town. It's nice. It's a nice little break. I always had my secret base was always right before Fortree, so I could like go to my base and then I could come up to and pretend to live in my town, in my Fortree town. Yeah, it was really cool.
Cute.
I really liked it.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, definitely a nostalgia pick for me, but very cool. But I think me now, Bolonlia would be it for me. But like, I can't. Like, I thought of this immediately. I did not think of Bolonlia immediately.
I knew that it would be from Hoenn because...
what did you think?
I thought it would be Flannery's town.
That's an honorable mention.
Okay. Yeah. I thought it would because I know that the ashen stuff would be difficult to deal with, but like the idea of having the hot springs there would be really
it's not
great.
An honorable mention. It was on my list of like 12 before I deleted
Before you
things.
got rid of it? Wow. Yeah, I thought that, but no, that's so cute.
And that would be like, if we were doing where does Becca want to live?
Yeah.
That would probably be on the list because it's relaxing and there's a hot spring and I could hang out with my girl Flannery all day.
Yeah.
We could hang out and become water fire type bros.
Yeah.
But no, Fortree, I'm telling you, but because it's kind of that's boring. It's just a hot bath. Like, what am I going to do with that?
True.
Fortree is a giant tree house. It's so cool. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
It's like the Ewok village.
It is like the Ewok village, or like I think this is the right movie. There's a movie from the early 2000s called Time Machine.
Okay.
And sorry, this is so funny and off topic. The premise is that the world is post-apocalyptic. The moon hit the world and there are mole people now and it's crazy. So to be safe from the mole people, the people live up in trees.
Oh, interesting.
And so they have little huts in the trees and stuff like that.
Okay.
Or like Tarzan's parents' cabin was up in like a tree type thing. Like that would be so cool.
Yeah. There's something really fun about a tree house.
Yeah. Very, very childlike love. But yeah.
Love that.
Do you have any honorable mentions? Anything that you almost picked but just didn't quite make your list?
I don't really. I guess if I had to think about it, I kind of like the idea that like of Sutopolis and how it's in a crater.
Like its own little isolated thing. Pain in the butt to get to.
Well, it would be. You'd have to have either a flying Pokemon or be able to dive and hold your breath.
Yeah,
sub. But I do like that's kind of a cool idea. And honestly, Jubilife Town, like you said on your list, that's a great pick.
Yeah.
If I were to do this again a couple years from now, that maybe would swap out with Pewter City because I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
Because
were you thinking I would pick something from Coliseum?
I was thinking Coliseum.
I think you would pick something from Coliseum because they're more industrial.
Yeah. But there's something like so, I don't know, I guess just calming about Jubilife Town. That's like Village. The Jubilife Village. That like I've even after I haven't 100% in Pokemon Legends Arceus yet, and I'd like to. I would love to go back and do that, but I have absolutely booted the game up since like completing it and just run around that town and just
so
like not really decided to do anything, but just like because I want to be in the world.
And I love like. If Majora's Mask wasn't time sensitive, and I know you can restart time, I don't want to hear it, but there's still a rush factor for me. I like that there's so many side things to do, and there's not a rush to do them.
Yeah,
kind of like Breath of the Wild,
Breath of the Wild, and Tears of the Kingdom.
Other stuff like that.
No, I really love. So probably that would be
a good honorable
mention for me. What about you? You've got some of them.
I've got a couple, and I deleted Laveridge Town. I was wrong about that. So okay, I'll start with this one just because I am shocked that you didn't pick this one because you had mentioned why you picked your number one.
Yeah.
I am shocked that you didn't pick Montenevera from Paldea, the snowy place.
Yeah.
It's so pretty. Have you seen the concept art for it?
I have, and I'll be honest, my main reason for not picking it is because this might be a problem with how Scarlet and Violet performs on the Nintendo Switch, but it constantly is in flurries and it just chugs. And so I just remember getting frustrated being in that town all the time. I do go back there a lot when playing Scarlet and Violet because the guy who can super train your Pokemon's IVs with bottle caps is there. So I go there a lot. I just don't, I don't really think that it would be where I'd want to live.
I like cold places in games because I'm not the one that's cold.
That's true. That's true.
So like I put that as an honorable mention just because I did think it was just truly just because it was pretty.
It is really pretty.
The same thing kind of goes for me. One of my other honorable mentions is Striaton City, which I think is Unova, but it's just got that beautiful, it's got that beautiful like court or what's it called?
It's kind of like a garden or like a garden would be the best word that I could think.
Right?
Courtyard, type of thing. It's got like a big fountain in the middle and
like a Zen garden almost, but without the sand. Like it's just really pretty.
My main reason for not picking anything from Black and White is because I guess mostly because it's designed. It's referenced off of the United States. Yeah. That's the idea. Yeah. So it kind of just was too close to home.
It just didn't compel to you. Well, and that's I believe that's the only thing I have from Unova, and it's just an honorable mention. It's just because it's pretty. Yeah. It's like not.
It is pretty. Yeah. I would say that like if I had to pick a place for prettiness, and I don't think there's a town connected to this area, but the place that has the big mansion in the Kalos region.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
I think that place is beautiful.
I like that. I like that town, and I like the Paris of Kalos.
Yes, yeah, Kalos City.
Yeah, very pretty.
Yeah.
So those are just two, just truly just because they're pretty. There's no other reason I picked them on honorable mentions, which is why they probably didn't make the list.
Lumio City. I'm sorry.
Lumio City. That's right.
Not Kalos City.
They're honorable mentions because that's all they are to me. They're just pretty. There's nothing special about them.
Yeah.
Other than that, but I did kind of take a leaf out of your book a little bit. Sorry. There's another just pretty one. The Konalev City from Sinnoh.
Yep.
Because it's got like that canal. Has a library that's kind of cool. I would be there.
You would be there a lot. Yeah. You love books.
So I thought it was just a perfect little port town. But I did unintentionally take a leaf out of your book where I was like, oh, these would be on my list if it was just like where I wanted to live versus like, is there something cool about it, like that kind of thing. And my two for that were Fuchsia City in Kanto and Azalea Town in Johto. When I was a little kid, I always pictured living in them and kind of the same vibe, like helping the Pokemon that live there. Okay. So like it's because Fuchsia City is almost like a little zoo of Pokemon. I totally could see myself like living in Fuchsia City and like getting up in the morning and going to feed the Lapras and then petting the Psyducks and taking care of the other Pokemon that live there, maybe helping with like the Safari Zone or like whatever. And then kind of the same thing with Azalea, but obviously that would be more of like taking care of the Slowpoke, the town Slowpoke. Yeah. And helping. I wanted to help Kurt with his apricorn.
That would be a lot of fun. One of the things that I was thinking about in my listing was like realistically living there. And so therefore having a job. And I was thinking about like places that I might work if I was living there. And that was definitely one where I was like, it'd be really cool to be like making Pokeballs for a living. You could like
help design like different balls and stuff. I think that would be fun. Like help it, but he's so grumpy. Like I could help him build his apricorn business out.
Right next to Slowpoke well.
I could do his marketing for him for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
Travel Johto and
cool
across the world. Yeah.
Are there any other honorable mentions?
No. Just those. There was a couple pretty ones and just those two because I just genuinely remember like just being super imaginative as a kid and being like, I want to live in Fuchsia and take care of the babies.
Yeah.
That's what I want to do because I wanted to be a vet.
Yes.
For a long time. So Pokemon was like if I could be like
Nurse Joy,
I would have worked in the Pokemon Center. Or I would have worked in the as a Pokemon. As weird as it sounds now that I'm saying it out loud to you, but like a Pokemon breeder. Yeah. Where they're mostly just there to care for them and
the daycare lady.
Yes. Totally. I would be the old daycare lady. Yeah. Absolutely. 1,000%.
Absolutely.
Give me those Pokemon. Give me those babies. I got it.
That's so fun.
Yeah.
Well, this has been a great time.
I this has been a fun episode.
Yeah.
I really liked it. And because we had talked about, like, because of the holidays, we wanted to do a more simple episode, but we did not want to do another Pokemon type. Because we don't want to do back-to-back
types, but
so yeah.
Yeah, and I know our next episode that's going to be coming out, hopefully, if we're able to stick to our schedule and not have to move some stuff around, but our next episode is going to be a very legendary episode, so I hope that y'all look forward to that.
It's not a myth, is it?
It's not a myth. Ooh. It's a legendary. There's a little hint for you. But yeah, this has been fun. I hope y'all have enjoyed it. I hope if any of you out there are traveling for the holidays, I hope that you have safe travels.
Yeah, and please, when you're not actually traveling, please let us know what your favorite cities and towns are in Pokemon. We almost did locations. We might save just general locations for a different episode, like more specific places.
Yeah.
But we wanted to stick with cities and towns for this episode. So let us know.
Because kind of the theming.
Yeah, totally. So let us know what your favorite cities or towns are. And you can let us know as a collective, like we said earlier, anywhere on the internet at Another PKMN Pod. And Galutrad, if they just want to tell you how amazing snowy towns are, where can they reach out to you?
You can reach out to me anywhere on the internet at Galutrad. That's Galutrad. Like I said earlier, you can find me on Twitch, typically on Monday nights. My schedule does change a little bit from time to time, but I'm going to be starting Pokemon Sun here. We're doing a full playthrough.
Hit the Alolan waves.
And fun. I'm going to I'm doing a Nuzlocke, but I'm going to purposefully use Alolan Raichu because I don't like Alolan Raichu, and I'm going to try to learn to love him.
Are you gonna pick your fire starter?
I think I might let chat pick.
Oh, that's dangerous.
It is
because
dangerous.
Then if they pick Poplio,
I know.
You're in trouble.
Yeah.
Well, I will be picking Rowlet. Spoiler alert.
Okay, that's fair.
I will be picking my little Link owl baby.
Yeah. And Bex? What about you? If they wanna just share.
Nah, you don't have to talk to me. No, I'm kidding. You can find me anywhere on the internet at Rebelody. That's REBELODY, except for Instagram, where I am I_am_Rebelody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, so that's it for us for this episode. It's been a fun one.
Yeah.
I hope that...
Thanks for traveling with us.
Hey! I hope you've enjoyed flying Another Pokemon Podcast.
Hope you've enjoyed your travels on the SS Becs.
Becs. And yeah, and we will see y'all in 2 weeks with our legendary mythical episode.
Oh, all right. And until then, get out.
Get out!
Get out!